Good morning. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you are doing absolutely fantastic today. It is Whine About It Wednesday. I am sorry that I missed Tell It Tuesday, but what we're going to do is we're going to do Tell It Tuesday on a Thursday because I woke up with a little bit of energy and was able to get it done, but a little bit too late. So here we go with today's. Today, I am coming at you, number one, to say I still have not been feeling well. As you can tell, no makeup. I know you guys love me anyway, and I really appreciate that because I love you no matter what. And so we're just going to rock with that, and it's just going to be what it is for the next few days because I've been putting it off. I've had no energy to be in front of the camera and do makeup. So for right now, I'm not going to do any makeup, and you guys are just going to get me like I am. And I'm cool with that. So let's get going. Today, we're talking about a creature who is part human and part plecostomus. Now, if you've never heard of the word plecostomus, a plecostomus is a wonderful creature who lives in an aquarium. And their job in life is to hang on the aquarium window wall and to suck the algae off of the wall and to keep the aquarium basically clean. You have to clean your aquarium on a regular basis, but this lovely plecostomus sits in there and it kind of helps you do your job. It's wonderful. I love them very much. When they're doing their proper function in life, plecostomuses are fantastic. But when a plecostomus or when a human starts taking on traits of a plecostomus, that is not a great thing. So today I want to talk to you about the Subbie sucker. Now, I do this because there's a wonderful community of YouTubers and we chat. And in chatting, we've discovered that we have a couple of Subbie suckers on our channels. And they tend to run in the same circles. So here we are. If I were to say a Subbie sucker, in our terms, in YouTube terms, a Subbie sucker is an individual who attaches themselves to a YouTuber, subscriber attaching themselves to a YouTuber, and they try to, basically attach and then try to suck off of them. But I promise you I clean every day and I don't need any cleaning. So I thought, actually, while we were talking, I said, we were kind of discussing it, and I said, I think that we need to talk about it because if we're having the issue, other YouTubers might be having the issue, and since we subscribe to each other, this is a message to you. Now, if you're a regular subscriber and you're wondering if you're a Subbie sucker, I mean, chances are you're not, right? Because if you're actually concerned about it, you're probably not. I want you to know that the Subbie sucking population is low right now. I would say that 99.9% of my subscribers I love very much. I'm bumping the table. I'm so sorry. I love hearing from you. I love getting messages from you. I love sending you things. I actually have a small pile of things that need to go out, and I'm really terrible about that, and I'm really, really sorry, but things that I've seen that I know that particular subscribers are really going to enjoy, and those things are going to be coming out very shortly. I'm not talking about you, right? Go ahead and take it off the table. Go get yourself a cup of coffee or whatever and sit back and enjoy this video. Now, to you, point one, we're going to have a conversation about you, and it's okay. I still love you as a human being. I am not enjoying your practices, right? I know that we've got some trolls on here who like to say some unkind things, and that's really okay too. It's your prerogative. We have free speech in America, and I do support that. I'm really thankful for it. Now, it's also my prerogative if it gets too rough to take it off, but for the most part, I try to let them ride because I do respect you at the end of the day. Love you, don't have to like you, right? So what is a Subbie sucker? A Subbie sucker is, well, here's some traits of a Subbie sucker. Number one, when they subscribe to you, they immediately start sending you long messages. Now, that's really important because do you guys remember, well, I think they still send them out. When you get an email from someone who's trying to scam you, it usually is an incredibly long email, right? Have you ever noticed when you go to click on something, let's say it says something like, if you have acne, here is a 100-year-old proven method to cure acne. And you're like, what? Because I got bumps for days, right? So you click on it, and then you get this one guy who goes on for 15 minutes telling you how cool the process is and how in just a minute he's going to give you the information you need. But first he wants to tell you about little Tilly, who had bumps all over her body, including the bottom of her feet. And when she came to him, she was like an acne mess. But after just 2 days, right? You guys have all heard that, right? Well, that's the Subbie sucker trait. They do that because in psychology, it's a way of like smoke and mirroring you, right? You get focused on one thing and you kind of lose track of what they're doing here. Like this little swirl piece that they're doing, you're so focused on this piece. In just a few moments, I'm going to give you the real detail, which they never really give you. But in the meantime, they're swirling this thing that they want you to do, or they want you to give, or something. So that's a really important trait of a Subbie sucker. If you are getting a very long email on a regular basis from a Subbie, and they're telling you woes in life. Now, I want to say that I'm not saying that the woes aren't real. I'm just saying that the woes are a really big focus, and they'll throw it in with things. And that comes to my next point. The next point is a Subbie sucker will ask for things. You might be selling a handbag, and that Subbie sucker is like, hey, we're friends now. So what's that discount that you're going to give me? Right? Because long list of email, this is everything I've got going on in my life. And I need you to help me with that, right? I'm swirling over here. This is the swirl. The discount's the swirl, right? Or, hey, I've got all this going on. Can you just give me a free bag? How about some free makeup? How about a free makeup bag? How about a free something, right? I like this, just so you know. Swirling, right? That's a Subbie sucker. The next trait of a Subbie sucker is to contact you and try to torment you, like all times of the day and night, right? Could be 1 o'clock in the morning. Hey, you up? I kind of need you. I need to talk about my whole list so I can get to the swirl, right? So that's another trait, contacting you all the time and on multiple platforms. If they can't get you on YouTube, they're going to try you in email. If they can't get you in email, they're going to hunt you down on Facebook. When you block them on Facebook, they're going to try you on Messenger, right? So it's like, it's a whole pattern because it's important, because they got to get you to this so they can get to this, right? So here's what you do with a Subbie sucker. In all seriousness, I know that it has been a pain point because I think a lot of us are very kind people. And I think that when we are kind people and when we are loving people, I think that we tend to attract it, right? A long time ago, a friend of mine coined the phrase for me that I'm a flypaper for freaks because I am kind and I love everybody. I just had an instance, and we're going to talk about this in a later video. Probably you'll see it tomorrow or Friday, but I was almost robbed this week. Someone actually attempted to burglarize my home, and I'm going to tell that story, and it's because I'm very nice, and we're going to talk about how that's changing just a little bit. Now, I'm always going to be your sweet little LaurelBelle. We don't have to worry about that, but some things on how I deal with people are changing, and that's part of the reason why I wanted to make this video. So what do you do? The first thing that you do is ignore it. When someone sends you something with a lot of personal detail that's beyond what you would normally see, right? I mean, I think that we're all here to learn about each other, to learn what's causing us pain, to learn what's giving us hope, and to connect as human beings. And I think that's fine. I want to know when you're having a bad day, when things are going wrong, if there's something really bad that's taking place in your life. I do want to know that. I'm not trying to say that I don't. Again, we're talking about the 0.1, and the 0.1% is going to give you this. And I'm not talking about those who send long emails to me, because I live off of those. Like, I really want to read those. I enjoy getting them from you. I'm talking about that person that's sending a real long information, and by the end it was like, oh, can I have something from you, right? So that's 0.1%, right? So ignore that email. If it comes again, ignore it again. If they start finding you on other places, block them. If they try to connect with you on YouTube, block them so they can't connect with you on Facebook. If they try to send it in Messenger, by the way, you can say ignore, right? If they find you on other things, I happen to have a blog on Gmail. It's I'll link it down below so you guys can take a look at it if you're interested. It is faith-based, so if you're not faith-based, you might not find it intriguing. I do find that some of the things are just good things about living in life, and then other things are more faith-focused. So if they find you there, you can always block them. You can block them anywhere, or you can just delete the information when they try to send it to you. The important thing is, once you realize you have a subby sucker, delete, block, ignore. Because the moment you give power to it by reading it, the moment you're going to start focusing on this, because you can't help it because you're a kind person, right? You're going to start going, oh, that's hard. And if you don't notice the swirl, or sometimes you notice the swirl, but you're getting caught up in this, and you can't help but get caught up in this. Even though you see it coming, you're like, no, but you're heading right for the swirl and you can't stop it. So my first thing to you is ignore, block. I want you to say it with me, actually, not my first thing. I've been saying it. So say this with me right now. Ignore, block, ignore, block. Don't read, right? Just keep saying it over and over. I know you guys are very nice people. I know you are kind and sweet. And that's why I feel that we have connected all together, right? Because I think that in today's age, it's really important to do that. But please don't get caught up in a moment with a subscriber who is sucking you dry, right? Just let it go. Please move on. And other than that, I really want you to have a good day too. I'm starting to not feel well. You can tell I'm starting to get flushed again. So I'm going to cut this off. It has gone long. Please forgive me. If you enjoyed it, thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down. I mean, that's all right too. I'm going to love you anyway at the end of the day. Throw me down some comments. Tell me what you think about it. Please remember, chances are you are not part of this. You are not probably the 0.1%. If you feel like you might be, check with me. I will definitely let you know. And if I don't answer, chances are you are. I'm sorry. So have a wonderful day. If you haven't already, take a moment to subscribe. I love you guys all day long. Bye.